So here we have a model of the female pelvis. In comparison to a male, it's definitely more delicate, it's wider, which helps aid in childbirth, and then it's also more shallow. So there's 5 different functions of the pelvic floor. One is to support the pelvic organs as well as provide stability. It also helps aid in sexual functioning. It also acts as a sump pump for blood and lymphatic fluid. So that just means that it helps pump all that fluid back from the legs and the pelvic floor towards the trunk and towards the heart. And then there's also sphincters, which help aid in bowel and bladder control. So on our model here, these are your iliums, here are your hip bones. This is your sacrum and your coccyx. This pink balloon here is the rectum. These are your ovaries as well as the fallopian tubes. Blue balloon here is your uterus. Orange balloon is the bladder here. This yellow note card, and here is the vagina. And then this yarn here is your urethra. So, for the layers of the pelvic floor, the first one is your superficial genital muscles. And so these muscles help aid in sexual functioning. These muscles are the purple ones here. So first we have the bulbo cavernosus. This helps aid in vaginal closure in females. It also compresses the vestibular glands, and those glands are on either side of the vagina, and they help with lubrication. In males, this helps maintain erection of the penis, as well as assist in emptying the urethra. Next, we have the ischiocavernosus, and that helps to maintain the erection of the clitoris in females and the erection of the penis in males. Next, we have the superficial transverse perineum here, which supports the perineal body. And so that's just the skin in between the anus and the vagina in females, and then the skin between the anus and the scrotum in males. Next, we have the external anal sphincter here around the rectum in the pink. And so this just helps with voluntary closure of the anus in both the males and the females. And think of it as the sphincter is like a ring. And so it either compresses or relaxes and either opens or closes a passageway in the body. Nextly, we have in green, which is layer 2 of the pelvic floor. So we have our deep transverse perineal. And so this just helps support the perineum in both males and females. Then we have compressor urethra here, and that helps with urethral closure in both males and females. And then we have the urethrovaginal sphincter, which is here, and that helps with urethral as well as vaginal closure. And that's also that ring type muscle here. The last layer is in blue, and so this is your levator ani. And so these muscles form like a U-shaped sling, and they also play a role in fecal incontinence. So the first one we have, we're going to turn our model around here. So the first one that we have here is puborectalis, and that's voluntarily activated by squeezing. And then we have the pubococcygeus, which elevates the urethra during a pelvic contraction, and it also plays a role in urinary incontinence. Then we have the ileococcygeus, and so that's support for the rectum, the upper vagina, and as well as the uterus. This white felt here, lastly, is called the atla, and so this is the arcus tendinosus levator ani, and so this just goes over all the muscles and provides reinforcement.